Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with the Queen of Cups. You're you're usually, I think, a very stoic person, right? You don't typically express your feelings a lot. You're very practical, very grounded, very down to earth, right? I feel like right now you're sort of you're going through a range of emotions. You're really feeling a depth to your emotions that maybe you haven't really felt in a while. I feel like you're being very honest and very transparent with how you feel. Let's put this card into a little bit of context. Okay, we're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. We've got the Hierophant, a 9 of Wands, a 2 of Pentacles, a 3 of Swords, and a 2 of Wands, an Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Look at that, an Ace and a 10. That's very good. We have a Knight of Pentacles now, and we have a Prince of Wands. So some really good fire energy for you. Really, I think this is, I think you're finding a connection here in your emotions. You're learning something about yourself. And maybe these two cards together are saying that, you know what, you're learning what you really want. You're learning how you really are. You're being radically, transparent with yourself. This is radical self-acceptance, radical self-love. And I think that you're finding power here. I think that you're finding not weakness and not sadness and sorrow and depression, but you're finding strength. 9 of Wands, right? You're finding strength. You're finding power. You're finding assertiveness and confidence. You're finding a sense of purpose. You're finding a mission. I think you're getting yourself fired up. Okay, let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. And we'll just set it down right here with big red ant right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and hopefully give us the confirmation that we need. If you have a prediction for that card, please put something down in the comments. Put your guess, your hunch, or your prediction. Now, let's take a look around the room. Interesting thing here. The only major arcana card we have is the Hierophant. It is the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant could be your own higher self. Okay? The Hierophant is the advisor. The Hierophant, and it could be literally like a person in your life that is helping you. It could be a counselor, a therapist, an analyst. This could be a family member, a friend, a parent, right? Somebody that we're asking for advice. That was someone that we're asking, can you help me? Yeah. But I feel like this is also the representative of your own true self, higher self, guardian angel, God, goddess, deity. Spirit guides, universal mind, universal consciousness. I feel like this is the embodiment of that. In that form that is sort of giving you guidance, someone or something, that energy that is trying to guide you forward here. Okay? Guide you into taking control over your life and doing what you need to do. I feel like we might be in this intense emotional time. We might be looking for guidance. We might be sort of pleading with Spirit to just say, help me find my way out of this ocean, right? This is a really deep water. The Queen, Queen of Cups is very deep water. There's the surface level where we're just sort of reflecting what the world is sending us. We're just mirroring the world, and that's a defense mechanism, I guess, that we all have, where rather than dealing with what really is going on, what we really feel, we're just sort of reflecting, we're just mirroring the outside world, and that's just sort of takes the stress away from it all temporarily. There's the shallow end where we just say, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to do what feels good. I'm going to chase pleasure, and I'm going to run away from pain. That'll be my life. Right? But there's something deeper. There's something deeper that you've been yearning for, something deeper that you've been missing, and we're lifting the veil. And we're asking Spirit, help me to see what is down in my depths. Help me see who I really am inside. Why do I feel this way? And what do I need to do to perhaps feel as if I'm living my best life and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm following my destiny. Okay. Well, these two cards together, so we're learning something here. Okay, I think there is something really deep inside of you that's trying to get out, that wants to manifest in the world. There's a deep burning or yearning for something. Okay, it's way deeper than just the shallow end, chasing pleasure, running from pain, and then way, way deeper than just the surface of the water, which is just that reflective part, And we're trying to lift the veil. We need an educated scuba diver, a master scuba diver to take us down to search, to see what's really down there at the bottom, And I think what you're finding down there at the bottom is your 9 of Wands, strength, independence, resilience, your ability to overcome challenges, your ability to do it. I feel like there's a change that you want to make in your life, And the Hierophant is trying to show you how strong you are so that you can make the change. Because no one else is going to make it for you. So we've got the major arcana, which is front and center. That's what it's all about, learning this about you. Learning what it is you really want or what you really feel and why you feel that way. And realizing how strong you are to make the necessary changes to live your best life, to build your best life, right? This is the card of wealth. Okay, so we've got the major, we have fire, 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 fire. We've got water right here in the middle. That's the water. That's what it's all about. And we have air up here. We've got earth, earth, and earth. Okay. So the 2 of Pentacles behind you. Okay, I feel like this is something, it's kind of biting your mind a little bit. To me, it feels like something needs to change. That there is, like you want to do something different. You want to change something. Spirit's saying that you worked in the food industry for a long time. And I don't know if you still do, but it's something that you've done you did it for a long period of time. Yeah, somewhere in your history. But currently it feels inside of you, right, with that Queen of Cups. It feels that something needs to change. Now, what is going on here? It's like there's a stone at the bottom of the lake, and you're trying to see, what is that? What is that, and what is it trying to tell me? Why is it in there? And maybe you've been feeling a little bit of like a stomach kind of ailment. I don't know if it's acid reflux or it's indigestion or something, or a queasiness or a nausea, but I feel like it almost feels like there is kind of a stone in your gut, right? I'm not a medical doctor, obviously. Like, go get it checked out if you're, concerned, of course. But I feel that there is this looming, a looming realization, a looming kind of energy that says something's got to be different. Something has to change. Things cannot continue the way they've been going for you. Okay. And the three of swords at the top here, I think that you're someone who's prone to melancholy. I think that you really like to laugh. I think you're a fun person. I think that you love joy. You're very curious. You love to feel good. You love to cook. You love to eat. You love to play and run around and all this stuff. But lately, I feel that there's this kind of black cloud that's kind of looming over you. And to me, this 3 of Swords feels like we're prone to melancholy. And that kind of melancholy with the Three of Swords is one where we know that there's a better way. We know that there's something different. It's like when we know that something needs to change, but we can't really identify it, or we need some encouragement, or whatever the case is. And in your case, I think you need to realize, our Spirit's trying to show you how strong you are so that you can take control and make the change. Right? This is kind of like, I know something needs to change, but I know not what. The Three of Swords is the melancholy that we feel, or the sorrow that we feel, when we are separated from whatever is down here in the depths of your soul. Separated from your destiny, separated from your fate, separated from your true path. Anytime we stray from our spiritual, magical path, we tend to feel it, you know? We get caught up in life, like we have these big plans, these big intentions, we know what we want to do in life, but then we get wrapped up in life, right? And the longer we stay wrapped up in life and the further away we get from what we really feel is our purpose, our mission in life, right? And our spiritual destiny, let's say, the further away we get from that, the more distressed we feel. And so a lot of the time, this idea of melancholy and depression and all this, again, not like a doctor or anything, but it feels to me like we experience that when we're getting further and further away from our sort of North Star, from following our true path, okay? And the Three of Swords is when we get to that point where we sort of give up. You know, it's kind of that, it's like, well, I just resigned my life to being the way it is, even though we have the idea of change on both sides of you. We have control, we have change, we have fire and earth, this will of yours. But I feel like we're just kind of looming here right now. That's why this Three of Swords is at the top of the path of the dove. Now, Spirit's saying that you had to grow up very fast. Yeah. And you got to grow up very fast. There was a teacher in your life that was very meaningful to you. Maybe when you were a kid or in high school or college, or I don't know. But there was a teacher that really made a difference in your life. Yeah. That maybe really turned your life around, maybe gave you the tools, gave you the skills needed to really take control of your life. Because I feel that's what's going on now. You know, but I feel like this teacher now, this is within you. This is almost like Spirit wants you to remember that teacher that you had a long time ago, and sort of, I don't know, almost to reuse that energy, right? To let Spirit, let yourself, your true self, teach you now what you're made of, what's down in there. This 9, right? The 9 of Wands is strength. The 9 of Wands is the strength that we feel. First, we feel that strength when we're following our purpose. You find anybody that's doing any kind of a job, any kind of work, and if they really care about it, if they really feel that it's significant and it's important work, they're going to do a good job, right? They're going to work harder, and they're going to learn faster or whatever than the person next to them that really doesn't care about it. Two people doing the same job, the only difference, not a difference of skill, it's not a difference of who's stronger, it's a difference of who wants it more, who cares about it more. So when you really care about something, when you feel that it is your spiritual destiny, that this is what you are supposed to be doing, you will put in 120%. Someone else may be taller or stronger or faster or younger or smarter, but it doesn't matter. We're not comparing ourselves to other people. We're saying that I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked before because I really want this. I really care about this. Okay. And sometimes it takes effort. Sometimes we have to put in that much work just to connect with that purpose. See, the sun and the moon are conjoined here. Ideally, yes, we're functioning at 110%, 120% effort, because we're connected with our purpose. Sometimes we have to put in the 120% effort just to connect with that purpose. And so this is where you're diving down beneath the ocean here, down beneath the water, down beneath the surface to the depths to find your strength, to find that confidence, to find that empowerment, right? And if we look at this just vertically, this is the water. Above the surface of the water is a storm. It's a stormy day up in the above the surface of the water. So you know what this is. And if you're just floating on the surface of the water, you're in that storm. You go down. The further down you go, you can't feel the storms up top. The further down you go into your spirit, into your soul, really, the further away gets the storm, and we don't really feel the effects of the storm. It's like I don't know, what book did I read? I read, I think it was Nick Cutter, The Deep, and it was the same, or Sphere, Michael Crichton. Down beneath the surface of the water, you can't feel the weather up top in the surface atmosphere, right? So we're diving way, way down, and in the calm of that spiritual energy, you're finding this inner strength. Okay, the inner strength is allowing you to move forward into this Two of Wands. Two of Wands is dominion. Two of Wands is saying, I'm taking ownership of my life, and I'm going to make the changes. I'm making a decision here, based on will, based on me knowing who I am, what I'm made of, and why I'm here, and I'm going to do it. So we then are able to take control over this ship, and we're able to steer the ship away from the storm. So we realize we can't stay here. This is that stormy weather. And this is an infinite storm. This is a storm that's never going to leave, right? It's never just going to resolve on its own. What we've got to do is steer the boat. So we know we've got to steer the boat, but now here you're connecting with your engine, and now you're taking control. You're putting that engine in gear. You're steering the boat. Nothing's going to change unless you change it, right? And so now we've got fire and earth. We got the two and the two. And the Hierophant is sort of it's that spiritual energy that's guiding you of where to steer the boat. I like this very much for you. Okay, I do. I like this very, very much for you. Now, Spirit's saying something that you had drama with a neighbor recently. There was either an argument or there's just some kind of tension or friction with a neighbor right now. We're going to talk about your general energy. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. So now your general energy, Ace of Wands, now feels I can do anything. I can go anywhere. Now that we fixed the engine in the boat, and I know how to put it in gear, and I'm got the wheel or whatever, now there's this feeling like I can go anywhere and I can do anything. So this is good. This is powerful, but we have to have an idea of where we're going. And I think this is where we also need our Hierophant, because we need to know, like, you get this power, right? And this power can consume you, and you can end up driving the boat into all these sort of dangerous places. We have to stay on course. We have to have that kind of sense of direction, right? Otherwise, we're just, joyriding the boat. Pretty soon we'll run out of gas, or we'll hit something, or we'll flip it over, and, it could be bad. So we want to plot a course. We need a sense of direction so that we can use this power. It's like you fix the boat and you learn how to drive it, and you don't want to just do donuts in the water and jump over waves and all this kind of stuff. Enjoy, or maybe you do for a minute. But then it's like, okay, we got to figure out where we're going now. And where you're going is your 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is the card of your best life. Get out a sheet of paper. Get out a pencil. What is your best life? Draw a picture of your best life, the good life, as you envision it. You got your pets, your plants, your people. What are you doing? Where are you? Who are you? Yeah. These are all the things that we need. These are all the things that sort of go into the details. Put some details in there. What kind of life do you want? What would it actually look like? We're thinking practical things here. So we're bringing all this energy back to this earth energy. Which I think is your kind of natural energy, is to be very practical. Let's think, okay, I got all this power. I got this boat. I fixed the boat. I got the boat. Where do I want to go? What does that life look like? What are the details? What, in a practical way, what is it that I'm looking for? What are you looking for in life? Draw it out on a sheet of paper. Write it down, whatever you want to do. Visualize it, Spirit's telling me that you've had the flu for a long time. You've been sick or something for quite a few days. Yeah. Maybe this really is, sometimes the Hierophant could be that medical professional. And it could be that, we've been feeling some kind of way here, especially with these two together. We've been feeling sick, right? But I think that you're finding your strength to continue moving forward and getting out of this illness, right? And maybe we're talking a physical illness. Again, I'm not a doctor. But we could be talking, mental, emotional type of stuff too, okay? Like I said, the Hierophant could be that external advisor, a teacher, a guide, a guru, a medical professional, a mental health professional, an analyst, a counselor, a mentor, anything like that, right? So, just putting that out there. But we need to know that this is the direct, and this is the position of your environment. So this is literally, in a very practical way, saying, where are you going? What do you want in life? What do you want your life to look like? What are you looking for in life? We need to have some sort of idea of that. But I think that's your obstacle, because this is the Knight of Pentacles. It's in the position of your obstacle. And this is the card that can see the future. I think, as it stands, you might be having a difficult time imagining a different future for yourself. That's part of our vision of our inner strength. And if we have this connection with strength, with our purpose, with this sense of purpose, then we will start to believe in ourselves, and we'll start to believe that we have the means to change our future. See, the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the long term. Well, it could be looking at the end of the week, end of the year, 10 years down the road. What are your long-term plans? And I think the difficulty for you is seeing anything beyond just like kind of what's going on today, or what you're feeling today, or what this storm is on the surface there. So getting down to the depths and having this emotional transparency, this emotional honesty with yourself, and getting to your Nine of Wands is allowing you to see a different future, allowing you to see beyond just today or right now, how you're feeling right now, and look at, the week, the month, the year, 10 years sort of thing. This is what we need to do. That's why this is the obstacle, because it's very important that you can see a future for yourself. Okay, it's very important that you can imagine, that you can have a vision of the future that you want, in a way where it's not just, I can fantasize about a future. No, this is, I have a vision of the future. I can see it. It's as real as I don't know, whatever. Because the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the Ten of Pentacles and saying, I can see it. I can see the details. I can see the color of the wallpaper and all this kind of stuff. Right? So you have this ability now to go toward this future, but the obstacle for you is just being able to see it. And once we see it, we can begin plotting a course. See, there's not any other air energy here. It's just that Three of Swords. Once we get rid of that Three of Swords, then I think our mind will become clear. It will have the vision. Once we find the strength, we'll be able to have the vision of the future that we want. And then once our mind clears a little bit, we'll be able to formulate the vision, the plan, the course. We'll be able to plot and navigate toward that future. So I'm kind of hoping the mystery card is going to be a Six of Swords or a Knight of Swords. The next card that we do have, though, is the Prince of Wands, and this is some Leo type of energy. Now, because we have the Hierophant right here in the middle, I would watch the Taurus reading that we did. Okay, the Hierophant is the card that rules the sign of Taurus. Whether you have a strong Taurus placement or not in your chart, I would watch the Taurus reading. There might be something relevant there for you. Okay, but the Knight of Wands here, the Prince of Wands, takes what the Knight of Pentacles can see and starts moving. This card's all about action. This is like looking at the future and and I see where I'm going. I can sort of see a plan. I can plot a course. And now this is about action right here, right now, today. What are we doing? This is the card that operates in the present moment. Okay. Just like the Queen, I should point out, the Queen is someone that is thinking of the past also. Okay, and that might be something relevant for you. There might be something about the past. You might be looking at the past and wondering where your course sort of split, like how you got where you got, how you got where you are, right? And it's kind of like we're looking for the why. We're looking for the origin, right? We're looking for, I don't know what it's called, the etiology of why we feel the way we feel, right? But the Prince of Wands is operating right here, right now. I'm not worried about the past, not worried about the future. I know what I have to do right now, today, to make these changes, so I'm taking my energy and applying it to things right here, right now. Especially with the Knight of Pentacles, this is the card of karma. We know that everything we do right here, right now, today, every thought, word, and deed is creating our future. Fire and earth, remember. This is that electrical circuit of creation. This is manifestation. Everything we do right now is manifesting our future. Okay, so this is where we're ending up. Let's look at our mystery card. I would still like to see a 6 or a Knight of Swords to show that we're starting to get an idea of the course that we're plotting, and we're able to sort of communicate. I feel that I kind of feel like you got a secret or something, you know? I feel like the Swords cards, we really need to be able to just lay it all out on the table or formulate it all into a plan. We need to be able to articulate it. So I'm kind of hoping for Swords cards here, and I know I don't often say that. If you have a prediction, though, put it in the comments down below. Well, it's the Emperor. More fire energy. So this really, it may be the suggestion that we don't need the plan right now. It's not so important to have the blueprint or the navigation or the whole course plotted out. It may be enough to just say, I'm going to go that way. And we just start driving the boat that way. It's about making that executive decision that says, I can't stay here wrapped up in this storm of emotion. Right? That what we've got to do is just start saying, not joy riding the boat, not doing donuts, and just, sort of pick a direction and go. You kind of have to answer the question a little bit, what am I looking for in life? Okay, well, let's just start doing something in that general direction right here, right now. And maybe the plan will come to us the further away we get from this particular spot. I feel like you're kind of sinking. I feel like you're anchored. I feel like you've got like the cement shoes, you know? And once we release those and we're able to move a little bit away from this stormy weather, I think you'll start to get a more clear vision of the path. And you'll be able to formulate the exact like navigational coordinates, you know? Just like I said with the 3 of Swords, right now we can't formulate the plan because we still have this. But once this fades out a little bit, things will become more clear. So I would expect either in the extended reading or in the next reading for you on Saturday, that you will probably have more clear thinking, more clear vision, and a better idea of the coordinates and the plot and the whole navigational course, right? We're going to do that extended reading right now. I think you should join us. We do an I Ching reading for every extended reading that we do, and we do oracle cards. Okay. There's a link in the corner. There is a link down below. New readings for Virgo, Tuesdays and Saturdays. Be sure to watch both of them. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.